for years, everything was SaaS as a service, so software as a service. You're talking about service as a software. So are you telling us that SaaS is dead?
When we are talking about the agents, the way what we are selling is services, right? I'm taking construction example. It's a full-time person's job on a construction site to compare submittals with specifications. Okay, it's two different sets of documents, and a human reads this and compares it. That is perfect use case for an agent, right? Like an agent can just by itself do this. Our agents don't have 30 years experience, they have 30,000 years experience, right? And they have unlimited time because we have unlimited processing power. So they're already better. So why would I sell this as a software if I'm actually providing a service? So we are slowly switching over, I think, as an industry as a whole, to actually telling customers, like, you pay for the service, you pay for the actual time saved, for the actual, like, however else we would have paid for the human. And therefore, we are selling service as a software, which means traditional software as a service, even from a pricing model, I think, is that. From an infrastructure model, what is the essence of software? The essence of software is that I want to communicate whatever you want. Your piece of data needs to get to his piece of data. How this works in the middle, you both do not care. How traditional SaaS works is like, hey, we have a layer where the data sits, which is cloud, and then there's a layer where the processes are written, which is a bunch of code, some workflows. And then you have an interface layer where the human interacts with the data, usually right now through a web app, whatever. A modern agentic architecture looks very different. You have cloud where the data comes in and gets structured and whatever. And then this in-between layer, is just agents writing codes on the fly. And the user interface layer is semantic. And that's a huge difference because for us, it's way more comfortable interacting semantically with something. So that's already better adoption in the field. But also the agentic layer that writes code on the fly is faster, it's better, it's more agile, and it's more specific for the actual need of that transaction. And so I right now can recode a module of one of our competitors within like a few weeks, if not days, because the agents can do that specifically and they do it better and faster.